creepers in the dark. I wasn't going to get up yet, although it's my normal biological time to get up. Time change sucks. So I'm just going to stick on what we had for a day or two. Things are still drippy out here, so obviously it rained not long ago, but it's all clear skies. And of course they need to go out and go potty anyway. Bandit, where are you going? Sorry, I'm using the camera to see where you're... Bandit! Dude, come back here. He may have to go round 2. He's a 2 poopy pup. Kind of crazy. Anyway, cows are waking up, so I better grab my coffee and get to moving, because it should be about done. Well, it's been a morning. I did a couple clips and wiped them out. So you got the original one from this morning, and then this one. Got a message that a friend's dad passed away. Some of you will figure out who. Passed away last night about 6 o'clock our time. And apparently Ty's not coming out today. And that's not enough hay to make through till tomorrow for these girls. They'll be, actually they wouldn't even make it halfway through the afternoon. So, looks like I feed by myself. Ain't the first time, won't be the last. And they're going through mineral too fast too. Well, I shouldn't say too fast. They're probably eating about the amount they should, but yeah, they're empty. I hate having to walk through when it's like this in here. Blue, enough, thank you. Red, get out of there. These two either work like assholes together or they work well together. One or the other. Never anything in between. Red likes to stand in the way so they don't go out. Blue likes to force them to go out. So, anyway, yeah, back rubber's still here. Haven't folded it back yet. Why? Well, because the sun comes out and the air turns black with flies. And I don't dare step over there. Judging by the way they walk through there, that's about halfway between my ankle and my knee. I'll stick to where it's hard and not so deep. So, anyway. Get a couple bales in here. And the heifer calves are clear out of hay. Ty fed the last of that oat bale that was up on the deck the other day. So I either have to move a whole bunch of stuff in the barn to get to the small bales to put up, which I don't have enough time today to do that. Or I'm not putting another one of those oat bales up there, I know that. Or I get a grass bale and put up there. But I gotta use a skid steer for that. Obviously can't get the John Deere in there. So, and I probably should put a bale in for these guys too. They got plenty in there to go for a few days. But if I don't put one in there, I'm going to be getting the hot shot out, zapping the hell out of a couple to get them back out of there. It's not too hard for them to get in those feeders, but it's a bitch for them to get out. If there's a full bale, or most of a bale, they can't try to climb in. So, while it's not raining, while the orb is out, get something done. New spot for that for a little bit. At least I got the ditch straddled, so it ain't gonna block the water flow. And I did find a little bit of white mold. Did what it does sometimes. It's not in, well, I didn't find any in the dark part of the bales. But what it'll do is there's some right there. There's some more right there. So it is on that one. It'll usually be just right in here. The other thing it'll do is it'll wick under. And underneath where you got dry bale and dry bale together, it'll actually, looks dry, but it wicks a little water under, and then you'll have white mold there. So get some of that fed now while we can, because third trimester hits, we're done feeding that, and we're close on some of them, but the bales I fed the cows does not have any. And I don't know if the one I gave the steers does or not. It really doesn't matter. Blue leaves his toys everywhere. And if you hear something, yep, that'd be the 5288 running. Making sure the batteries will be up on it. I moved the 3394 so I can hopefully get that baler backed around in front of the other one. That way it's at least out of the way. Because I got to get in there to put a bale up on the deck. They're unhappy. I was kind of hoping Becky was keeping an eye on them. She's right inside the door doing paperwork. Having fun with that. She's learning QuickBooks. Since Mom has always done everything on paper. And she's going to get it on there and then catch Maury when he's got a little time, because Maury's used QuickBooks for years, and get him to help her get it straightened out and cleaned up. But in the meantime, hope I don't back into it. No camera on this one anymore, and no monitor in this tractor. Move this tractor, put the bucket on the skid steer, get some of this cleaned up. Instead, I'm going to make a big mess because I'm going to move the tractor. I'm going to move that. I'm going to grab that feeder and take it to the shop, because I kind of need it. 'Tis that time of year. Once they're in, they start eating enough hay that they'll go through at least a bale a day. But as you can see, this one's got a few deficiencies, and I really don't know why. Foots off of that corner, so is the tubing, and that tubing's, it's not even conduit. Actually, it's not even tubing. That piece, they roll both edges, so it's not even a tube, but it's going to be. Might be a square tube, I don't know. I gotta scrounge something up for that. The other thing I thought about doing is if I just cut that off. Oh, I lied. It is separate there. If I just cut it off, put a piece of angle iron on the inside, and put feet back on it, but that's not going to be the best either. Really need something decent. So now I'll see if this will start and see where the hell I can put it, where it's out of my way. Well, apparently I'm going to go shut the shop doors. She barely turns over, so ready to take the cover off, clean the batteries up, then get them charged. That's the problem. Batteries get dirt on them, then it gets damp, and then it discharges the batteries. So I really don't have time to mess with it today, unfortunately. Not with everything else I have to get done here in a little bit. So that's my story on that. Grab the skid steer, set a bale up on the deck, put it away, come back and cut the twine, and get some hay in the feeder for those heifers, because it was dead empty this morning. And it's getting closer to lunchtime, and I still got a shower, and then we're going to swing by. Becky likes to do, and actually it works out good because you save a little money too. Don't cost you anymore. Fred Meyer's, owned by Kroger, where she does most of her shopping. and you can call in, or you can go online and order all your food. You know, you got the whole store to scroll through, and they give you choices of time when you can pick it up. And you go pick it up. I picked that up on. Oh, nice. Apparently, there's a bird in here. It wasn't in here yesterday that I know of. Every now and then, little bastards. Be nice for the birds that eat these bugs, but they won't eat them. Anyway, so that's the plan. That's what's happening. Yeah, I got puppy duty. Let them out, got me a bite to eat. Looking at the rain coming. Gonna say it's a good thing I got done what I did when I did. Kind of the opposite of yesterday. I think it's gonna rain all afternoon. Yesterday it rained in the morning and it was nice all afternoon. So, all cleaned up, ready to go. Becky's in the shower. Puppies are gonna get me dirty, because that's what they do. Yeah, get these guys out here so they can do what they're gonna do out here instead of in the house. And, you know, I ain't gonna show you going up to Becky's dad's. Why? Well, because when I get up there, I got no service, and if I don't come home before I usually get the video up, then it'll be way late. You know, it just complicates things. I probably got enough video anyway, I'm sure, one way or the other. So anyway, hope you all had a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a good Monday. Hopefully my Monday goes well. See if I can get that cylinder took into Tom and tell him what I need made out of it. Hopefully he'll just, you know, he can cut that one up and make parts. I don't care. Because I need it on the new baler down there. Yeah, that's where the other baler is for the moment, because I had to get in over there. I don't know if I showed that earlier. Earlier or not. But cows are fed, heifers are fed. Get home tonight and throw some grain for the calves and for the bulls, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully tomorrow isn't too bad out here, because I get Ty to help me get that tractor jump started and moved and figure out where the hell we're going to put it. And I want to get that feeder in. And while I'm in town tomorrow, I might see if I can find some tubing to replace that on that thing. What are you doing up here on me? One thing about it, these two red ones, Ghost and Balin, down underneath them there, they are lovers. And then Bandit's kind of a shithead, but that's okay. Anyway, there was something else I was going to tell you. I don't know what it was. Maybe I'll remember it for tomorrow, but in the meantime, thank you all for watching. You know, I may or may not get to the comments tonight. We will see. Oh, I know what else I was going to say. I posted a second video last night. It was video clips I stole off TikTok. All of them have watermarks, so you know who they came from. You know, credit where credit is due. And this morning, I've seen a whole bunch from Europe, the UK. Their government just made it so basically you can't farm anymore. The guys that were talking in the videos are like, you know, the taxes they're imposing on us right now, my kids won't even be able to pay for it in their lifetimes if we continue farming. So they want them to grow wildflowers and that kind of thing. So they'll pay them to grow wildflowers rather than farm. So yeah, and that's kind of the crap they've been trying here. You know, just look at, there's 22 acres between us and the road, plus the other up the draw on the other side that we ran steers on, another 12 or 15 acres. You know, that's what our government's been doing for a while. And, you know, if they'd pay me $400 an acre for this every year, I'd consider it, but then I couldn't do anything with it other than sit there and watch how ugly it gets. And I had a gentleman stop by yesterday. He had one ball of small baler twine. He had it for years and gave it to me just because he was cleaning stuff up. We had a nice chat, and he asked me, well, what'd you plant all the stuff out there for? I didn't. I said, that's your federal government. I said, told him what's that's costing him every year, and he just shook his head. It's crazy. Anyway, that's enough gabbing. Thanks for watching, everybody.